What's up, everyone? Nethervoid back, more Dyson Sphere Program for you. Episode 10. 10 episodes of this, and I don't feel like we're very far. What did we do, though? Let's cover that real fast. Maybe I'll try to do this every 10 episodes, kind of go over what we did the last 10 episodes or something like that. What we did is, well, we put the miners in, and you can see they're kind of spread all over the place. We didn't have flight at the time. We could not move very fast. The coal is way up here. Then we belted all that basically down here into the smeltery, which I think it's set up really well. It's set up to be scalable. It's going to be awesome. We got a couple of them are already maxed because the belt we have is really can only hold so much. It can only do 6 items per second, so 8 smelters seems to kind of fill it up. Although I'm not sure if that's the same for steel. We might be able to put more on steel. I'm not sure because I think it's slower. But we built the smeltery here. We built science. We kind of just set up something for science just to get us blue science. We might have to do this with red science too. Although now that we're on the belt, we have belts. We might be able to do something else. What's alt? Oh, return to land. Yeah, it's fine. So we set this up. We just put a couple of assemblers here and just got our blue science going. Oh, we need red packs. That's right. Then we use landfill to fill in where our smeltery is here. We had to build that. Ran all this belt, and trust me, it was a lot of belt. We crafted it all up by hand. In fact, while we're just sitting here, why don't we make a bunch more belt? Let's make like 200 belt. How am I doing? How am I doing on gears? Looking good on gear still. So we did that, brought it all down here, boxed it up. The smeltery can actually be expanded a little bit further. We probably will do that before I put the rest of the stuff on the bus. That's interesting. Well, we won't have to put that on the bus. I'm just going to move that box down. So then we set up some assembly, our first assembly stuff right here. Our first factories, basically, our assemblers. We have magnetic coil rings. We're really just doing components right now so that we don't have to handcraft all this junk. And the last one we did was chipsets. We've got a few just the basic stuff on here. We reset up our landfill thing operation over there. Is it already out of stone? We just filled it with stone. Wow, it is. Let's fill it again. We're going to need more steel this time. Alright, now let's get some stone. Which, I think we can do it from here. Yeah, we can. Why isn't it... Put it in there, man. That's it. Never mind. Never mind. So we kind of reset up our landfill thing here. And we're just about to get back into crafting here. I don't know what I want to make next. I think all the components are done. At least all the ones that I want right now. Let's look at what we can craft for components and see if that's kind of well, we can do engines, motors. Really, you want to put motors with belts because motors, like this motor is actually what's used for the next level of belt. It also is used for inserters. I think it's used for the fast inserters. Let's look. Yeah, those are not components, right? Yeah, so you have to create one motor for the fast inserters. So maybe the next thing we do is inserters. Because if we automate inserters, then we can do level 1 inserters or level 0 inserters. Let's see, for you guys it's this way, right? Then we can do motors, because the motors are part of level 2 inserters, L0 inserters, L0 motors. L1 inserters, because those use both of those two previous things. We'll belt them out and then drop it down and just feed those guys. So that'll have to go on the intermediary belt for a little bit. They won't be bust all over the place. It's literally only used in the other two things. That's it. That's the reason you put them next to each other. So why don't we start with inserters? Really need belts. Really need to automate belts. I mean, I guess we could do it on this side if we just fill this in right here. All we have to do is fill this in because we have an iron patch right there, so we're going to not want to use that eventually. And in fact, we're going to want to keep that open. Well, we'll probably move it by that time, by the time we're trying to mine that iron. So why don't... Ooh, what's this? Iron cannot keep up. We really need the faster belts. That's really what we need. And let's go to tech, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, faster belts is going to be red science for sure. Going to be red science. But let's get the belts automated, so that means we're going to need our landfill for this op. Well, we have tons now, which is perfect. Landfill, don't put any weirdness on there, and let's just start doing this like that. Cool. Let's get out of that mode. Can't we just escape out of it? Yes. Okay, thank you. So we've filled that in. We have tons more. Why don't we put this to 1,000 per stack? We only need 2,000. Well, let's do 4,000. That'll be the max. It's not on the belt though, so I mean it's not on the bus, so it's really not going to matter. But we'll see. Okay, so we're gonna do belts over here, right? That's what we said we wanted. So let's do our 2 splitter thing, and then that means we know where we're gonna put our belts. This is gonna be our inside line right here, the inside or alternate bus, basically. The alternate bus, and then we have what? How much space between the alternate bus and what we're doing here? I think we have 2 or 3 splitters of space again. Let's look. Well, we can just count. So it's right there. The alternate bus is there, and we put our box 7 squares in. So let's get our box set up. It's the first thing we'll do. Let's kind of line it up with one of these. I think it looks cool when they're all lined up. Looks like the box is really right on this line right here. So we're going to go 1, 2, and then 5. The box will go there. All right, sweet. Knowing that, we know where everything else goes, right? We know that the line is going to come in right here, right? I think it curves behind the box. Yep, see? It's on the outside and behind the box. And this guy goes like this, right? And this guy comes in like this. That's how we're going to know where to put our power pole as well, because our power pole, I believe, goes right in the center of that box. Is that true as well? What are we doing? Let's fly around. This is taking too long. Yep, it goes right. Well, we can't tell. Yes, it goes right in the center. And then we have assemblers. So then assemblers, we're going to need at least 2. We're going to need gears for this. I mean, I guess we can run the gears all the way across the other side. We're going to have 2 lines right here. One's going to be iron and one's gears. So these splitters are going to get in the way, that's for sure. We're going to have to run it on the... Well, we're going to have to run it right through here. Probably can pull it right off this line. And then run it underneath. Wow, this is... I told you it was Dyson Spaghetti Program. I told you that, didn't I? We can put gears across. It's not that big of a deal. I really would like it on the same side, but I think we're going to have an issue if we do that. We'll just run the gears all the way across. So we're probably going to have to do some more landfill. Let's get our landfill over here. Let's go in landfill mode and just landfill this just to make sure we don't have any issues. Let's see. Let's do power poles just to make sure we get out of that mode. All right, landfill, go back. Okay. So now we pretty much know everything that we need to do here. We're going to have 2 lines coming in. Let's put the assemblers down first. Right, we're going to have one right there. This is going to be our first non-component. We're going to have belts. Okay, gears and plate. 2 plate, 1 gears. So plate will go on the inside, gears on the outside. That's kind of good because we need more space, I think, for the gears anyway. And it's 3 per second. So we're definitely going to need the fast out, right? We're going to have to dump out very quickly. Let's copy this guy. Looks like we don't have power over here, so we'll get some of that in a second. And I think what we're going to do is try to connect with wind turbines. So let's try to do that. Oh, that's just gloriously perfect. Oh, there we go. So not only did we connect everything, wow, we have tons of space. Probably because everything's pretty much done, you know, building up over here. Everything's kind of built. There's not a lot of stuff going on. Let's do that, and probably out is going to be slower because, again, these will be on the internal bus, on really the local feed, because I think we're going to get engines pulled in over here. See, I think the next level of belt needs engines as well. As we look at this, oh, it's the next tier of engine even. So see, that's kind of why you want all that stuff on one side. So you can literally just run it over and right in. Because engines are going to really... What? Wait a minute. We don't need anything for these, though, huh? No engines are used for that. That's strange. Only the level 1 engine, or L0 engines, are only used for one thing, huh? Oh, see, both of these have an engine. So these guys use even the higher level engine. That's fine. This has still 3 parts, though. That's interesting. Alright, so I think what we're going to do... Let's just kill this. We're going to have to craft all this stuff over on that side. That's okay. I think we have the space. Let's look at our map. Sorry we're doing so much planning, but remember, planning is important in this. We have tons of space. We will have to give up a little bit of space for that, but it's not that big a deal. We still have a lot of room over here, so I'm feeling pretty good about it. We won't need to go over here for a while. Probably what we're going to want to do is come over here. Oh, you know what? Let's leave all this stuff in so that we know where it all goes. Right? Let's just leave it. It's not hurting anything. Actually doesn't go there, does it? That's where the power pole went. The power pole goes there. This guy goes here. And then the box goes over here. There we go. Let's just leave that. We don't need these. Alright. We're just going to build it over here. So let's mine this stuff out. Pretty soon I'm probably going to stop doing that because this is going to take a while and I really don't need... We could have been doing this while we were figuring out what we're going to do. So we're going to do belts over here with the gears because they're already on the alternate bus and I don't think anything else uses gears. There's a way to know. If you go into the crafting menu and you click gears, it tells you everything that uses it. So we got wind turbines, which I'm not sure we'd ever want to automate. Probably. That can just be sent across. Miners, same. Assemblers, same. Oh, wow. Okay, that guy too. I think there's actually more than just these 5 things that use gears. Does this use gears? Yes. The regular motors use gears as well. This guy does not. I doubt it. Nope. So nothing else uses gears as far as I'm aware. Assembler, these machines, we got no gears, gears. Oh, the splitters use gears too. Maybe I should make splitters too. I'm gonna want splitters. Okay, probably mining machines wouldn't be a bad idea. I mean, like a stack, I don't want to handcraft them, right? I can handcraft those. How many miners are we going to build? Like, literally, how many miners are we building here? Same thing with smelters. Do I really need smelting things? Probably. Eventually. But now? Do I need them right now? No. Do I need thermal power stations right now? No. Maybe down the line, and then I can figure something out at that point. So I think I'm just going to not worry about those. I'm going to get these 3 things going right here. Assemblers, I could see myself needing those because I think we need a lot of them. Power poles, well, not the big ones, the littler, smaller ones, yeah. Wind turbines, maybe, because I might need to take them to other planets. I feel like I can craft those on the fly, though. Splitters, definitely. So let's make splitters first, because as far as I know, there are no other splitters. It's just splitters. They aren't used in anything else, just splitters, that's it. So let's get the rest of this stuff, and then I'm going to be done with this, because I'm just going to let these guys build over the top of this stuff after this. I really don't need that much, like, titanium and stuff like that. Alright, so we're making splitters, right? Splitters is gears, chipsets, and iron. And I think it just said that iron was the most. And then gears, and then chipsets. So the first thing we're going to want to do is get chipsets. Which I kind of feel like, well, we can just take it out this other side and load it right in. So that's what we're going to do. Watch this. We're going to just belt the chipsets straight in here. Because it's the least thing we need. We only need 1. So cool. Our first thing is done. Then we're going to split off these dudes. So we're going to have to do the same thing we do over here. Let's get our splitter ready. It's from top to bottom, right? So, yep, top to bottom. Let's rotate it. It's going to have to be right there. And then we need iron, which is going to be split off of there. So let's set that splitter up really quickly. because it's got to be on this line. In fact, oh, we're going to split it off right here. Oh, it's going to collide with something? Well, let's move this back a little bit. In fact, again, we might as well not even turn it, because it's just going to go straight into here anyway. So, there you go. And let's just run the iron line now, since we're right here. We don't want it to be up high, though. Is it up high? No, it's on the ground floor. Ooh, it's in the way of that splitter. I guess I can go around it. It's not a big deal. Boom. Okay. See how splitters should just be one? I don't know why they're so insane. They really should just be one wide. Then we're going to bring this guy in. But I think I want to do it like we've done it in the past. We have to go up. Oh, we have to go down for this a little bit. Actually, we can cheat with this one again. That's what we're going to do. We're going to get it from here. And we're going to go out first. I don't know why it keeps trying to do that. We don't want to go that far out. Why is it trying to go that far out? Why don't we just do this? It can't turn like that, and it can't turn like that. So what are you trying to do? Yeah, that'll work. And then just straight into there. Let's cheat. So this is coming right off the main feed, not on the main bus. And then we can just split it right down to here. That's a little bit spaghetti, and it's not exactly how we want to do it, but it's okay to cheat a little bit. I think it's fine. That is not what we want. Should we do that? I don't know. Maybe we shouldn't. But we're so close to this thing. I don't want to bring it down. So we don't even have the space to bring it down. I think it's fine. We're going to leave it as is. Just the way the game works, it's just... The splitters should be one. I think I'd make splitters one wide somehow. Because I think that just would make this piece of it a lot easier to manage. Alright, so we've got that in. Let's get our assemblers in, since we know where they go. We'll do 2 like we usually do. We're going to do splitters. And they're going to come out at 2 seconds for 1. So we're not going to need... we actually can use level 1 inserters on everything, I think. Wait a minute. We might need... So we need 1 every 2 seconds on that. Let's see how long does it take to get this in there? How long is this going to take? Let's look at this once they place it. This is 0.5 trips per second. So that's 1 every 2 seconds. That can still work. Let's get some more of those. Well, we don't need to do it now. We're really just building the rest of this, right? Alright, we got this guy in. We got the power pole. We got the we got the out here. The great thing is we don't have to bust this. It's literally going in a box and that's it. It's never going to go anywhere because it's not used in anything else. This is like the perfect build for us. We're going to do a fast inserter in just to make sure that we can keep up. But we're going to do slow inserters out because we don't need fast inserters in. I mean, this thing is a pretty slow build. There, now we've got inserters. Again, the reason we did them first is because they aren't used in anything. Why are they not coming out? Oh, they are. Gears are really not coming in very fast. Why? And why is this one not working? Is that because I put it... Oh, I did. I put it on the wrong one. Okay. So we need one right there. Why are they backward? We don't like this. Let's put this the correct way on each one of them. Let's do it the same, right? Fix that mess we made. And we're going to do it like so. There we go. Now we have two assemblers doing this thing. So those are a little slow. We really only want, like, what? A stack of these things? I mean, we've already got 20. I think it probably stacks to like 50. So why don't we grab a bunch of those? Cool. We can make boxes now, too. Boxes are pretty cool. They're not... those aren't made in anything, right? And it would be nice to have boxes. Well, we don't need that many boxes. because we don't box up a lot of stuff. We're not going to be boxing up that much stuff. I can craft those by hand, but then I have to have all that stuff on me. What do we don't box that much. Yeah, we're not going to do boxes. So I think, let's see. No boxes. None of these. We'll just create miners and smelters on the fly. Wind turbines could be good. But no, we're going to create those on the fly because we only need those when we go to new planets. I can make like 20 of those in 20 seconds or something like that because aren't they 1 per second? 4 seconds for one? Not a big deal. I'll make those on the fly. If that ever changes, I'll, set something up. So I think we're ready to do... Why don't we do... Assemblers also have a lineup. Let's look at in the tech tree. Because assemblers also are used by the next tier of assembly, right? So if you look at this guy, Mark II, okay, he uses chipsets, it looks like. And I don't think that chipset uses the previous chipset, does it? It does. And that's on the same line. I think we can bust that over to the other side. I think we'll cross that path when we get to it. These are not on the bus yet, are they? And we just screwed ourselves. This won't work. This will not work because we have to put this on the bus. I thought we fixed this. Alright, well, let's fix this. This is not going to work. And that means this won't work. We gotta do something else. Alright, let's get these chipsets on the bus before we get too ahead of ourselves. So how do we want to do this? Let's get out of destroy mode. So I thought I figured this out before. I thought we already figured this out. I took it down, huh? Alright, let's just... I don't want to go down, dude. I want to stay at the same height here. Why are you trying to turn? Is that the height of what we're at, or is that down? It looks like it's down. Oh no, that's tier 1. That's level 1. Can I go up to level 2 before I have to turn? I doubt it, because I think that's level 2, yeah. So we'll go to level 1 right here, and then we're going to go to level 2, like this. And then I think we have to go to level 3, which we said we might as well just do right here, because a splitter is not going to help us. Because if we go up one more, we're already at the height we need. So why don't we just go up one more and then get on the bus? Now we're on the bus. At the height we need to be. Okay, so now everybody can get to those. Which means we have to split this off the correct way, which is on the inside. We're going to split it off over here. So let's do a splitter for this guy now that we know what we're doing. And there we go. It's the correct thing right there. It has to be right there. So that means... why don't we do this different? I remember when we did this before. We moved this over. Oh no, that was right. Let's just... I think the way we did it was like this. What we did is went over like this and then ran it. But we'll go up like this. It's fine. I think it's trying to go up still. We'll just do the same thing we did last time. Alright, so iron's back in. Let's do this guy. Because he's going to need to come in as well. I think he's on level 2, though. Oh, he's got to go down to level 1. This is not going to work. Can I go over and then down? Oh, I can go like this. It's hard to see what the heck this thing's doing. It's trying. I just want to go to level 1, bro. Can I go like this? Let's see. Okay, so I got to go to there. Then I'll just go to here and then there. So again, it's going to be very funky with the way we split these things. Because I don't think I could go down. Could I even do that? Could I go over? It's over 2, right? And then down into that. Probably not. Because I can't go down right here. Let me just try this a different way. I'd really like to do this in a way where I don't have to... I can do the least amount of messing around. Let's try to be at the same height. We might have to abandon this way of doing the belt. We might just have to do the belts on the ground. And then how will we split them, though? How will we... Because there's no underground. I guess we could lift all the belts up and go around. God, that'd be amazing. That'd be really difficult because, again, you have to go 3 up to go over a splitter. We could split it off and make it go up and over. That's actually probably way better. I think that's better. We can just do it literally a splitter. I think I'm doing this the wrong way. We got 5 minutes. Let's start messing with this. I think I'm doing this completely wrong here. This is... that's really up there. Okay, so let me re-envision this. We got what? Really, what we have is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things on the belt. I don't even know if graphite is used in anything. I think it is, but not yet. So we got copper first. And since we have all this extra space, I could just run the copper right here. Like, literally right here. Actually, we'll run the copper and iron where they're running already. Then we don't have to move it. That is not a bad idea. Here's what I'm thinking, okay? Let me re-envision my iron here. Why won't it just see? And that's another reason why I'm just gonna do it this way, okay? Okay, so we got these 2 things we need to do. Totally fine with me, right? Here's our iron line. The iron line is raised up so that we don't have to maneuver everything around. It's just literally right here. It's going to be just right here. And then the next splitter is going to be the next line. Which I think we could do another one right there, probably. So if we put a splitter here, when can we put another splitter? So that'll be our next line. 3 lines over? That seems ridiculous to me. That seems very ridiculous. That you have to be 3 lines away to do another splitter. Well, we're never going to do that. Can't we do it right here? Heck, we could do it right here. The problem is if they need 1 from one and 1 from the other, we're going to have to split it off kind of crazy like this. Should be okay. Okay, let's do it like that. We're going to do it like that. It might be a little messy at times. Oh well. Because the only way we could do it where we could literally have it right here is we'd have to move it over by 3. And then we still have to go around the splitter, so that's not going to work. This is really the only way to do it anyway. Well, not the only way, but it's a way. Alright, so let's just hook this back up. That's the new way we're doing the bus. We're not going to do these crazy things. So this is going to go up 1, because we're going to have to run our bus, right, to here. That's the iron bus. And then we got to run iron in here, so let's get rid of this. We're going to get rid of this too. I have no idea how that's going to work yet, so we're just going to get this iron line working correctly. There we go. I think these other ones are going to work the same way. We're going to have space for about 3 or 4 of them in here. You know, and they'll just have their own lines too, just like the main bus does. So I think this is kind of the way to do it. That way we don't have to do all these squiggly weird lines and stuff. This will just come straight in. I don't know why we would mess around. There, now we don't have to curly cue everything. Stack belts sounds like a great idea in practice, like on paper, because it just is not really working. Alright, so we'll fix that in a second. We're going to do the same thing with this. We don't want it like that. We'll figure out where we're going to put it. Copper is going to have to come in right here, but it's going to have to go around, which is totally fine. Let's fix the copper line too. In fact, why don't we put the copper line right next to... Well, we don't want to put it next to the iron line. Why don't we put the steel line in and then put the copper line in? So the steel line will go there. Okay. Because this is the copper line. We already kind of set it up. Is it stacked on top? It sure is. I mean, that's okay. I don't mind doing that. Because... that's interesting. How to get all these lines in without stacking them. Well, Why don't we just do this? This can run on the bottom if it just goes underneath until it gets over there, right? So let's do this. Let's just run it where it's supposed to be. So that's going to be the main line for that. This can literally just go right here. Well, it has to go on the inside, so it's going to have to go around. That's okay, because this is going to be above. The splitter is going to be right there. Let's get rid of all this junk. Let's get the copper line all set up, and we can worry about these. Because remember, magnets aren't going anywhere. They're literally used for that one build. We don't really care what happens with them. We're getting over the time now, but let's just get this a little bit fixed up here. We're going to need some more landfill. That's totally fine with me. We have tons now. I think we ran out of some materials. Totally, I don't really care. We'll fix it in a minute. You don't have enough soil? Oh. Because I haven't been building. Okay, well, we don't need that. So we get soil every time we build stuff. See how it's a little bit not flat? When we build over there, it picks up soil. And we have not been doing that much building compared to how much landfill we've been using. So let's get this splitter in. We need to turn it. Let's get this guy where we want him to be. I think is right there. And first we're going to draw over this copper line. We're just going to go right underneath here. And we got to get rid of that. Totally fine. Let's just put a power pole in over here. I wonder if we can do this. Nope. Power pole it is. Right there. Alright, we're going to hook this copper up. This is how we're going to do these things. Really no-brainer right here. It's totally simple. Then we're going to go up to here, and then we're going to stay up and go to here, and then go from here to here. And then we're going to go back down. Hook in this copper. There we go. Now we got a copper bus going. Perfect. We're going to run more bus right here. Oops, we're still in destroy mode. So let's... Oop, that's backward. Jeez. Alright, sweet. Okay, copper bus, back in action. Much, much easier to do it that way. In fact, we probably should raise it up right here. Let's raise it up immediately. That way other things can go underneath it. Oh, cool. It already started doing it. Boom. Okay, sweet. That's what we're going to mostly do. Most of our lines are going to try to go one up. So we don't have to... That's so much cleaner. I like that a lot better. Hopefully it works. Because I like that a lot. Now, how are we going to get the magnets in there? So I think for magnets, we're just going to do this whoop-de-woo thing. We're just going to drag them on here. Down, dude. We're going to drag them to here. We're going to go around this thing. Because I don't think we can go right there. And it's going to be kind of funky. Nope. Nope. God damn it. Damn it. So they built funky. Don't do that. I'm so glad I stopped that before it was too late. It's another thing about different levels of things in this area. Okay, well that works. Even though it's kind of funky looking. That's okay. Maybe that's our only spaghetti. Again, we're way over the time. Sorry episode 10 was so funky. Really just fixing up our buses. And we'll fix this guy as well because he is completely invalid now. We're not doing it this way any longer. For one thing, we'll probably have the chipsets be right on the belt here. We'll figure that out in episode 11. So, again, appreciate your time here while I kind of make things the way I want. I know the first couple of episodes on a new game tend to be me janking around trying to figure it out. That's totally fine to me. I don't like to play a lot and not record it. I feel like I really do want to record it when I play. I did watch some other videos before I started this, so it's not like I really don't know what I'm doing. It's just I don't like the way they did it. I wanted to do it a different way. So... let's get this hooked up while we're just chilling. Might as well. But again, I can't wait to see you guys on episode 11. Please like and comment. It really does help. Again, I'm going to try to answer questions soon. I might try to do that on episode 12 because I'm just going to record it right after this one. Also, subscribe if you're new. Please click that notification button so you can be notified when I make videos, when I release videos. And I will see you guys next time. Stay frosty.